In this video, I will talk about Aglaea, an upcoming character in Honkai Star Rail, and her incredible kit. She's not just bringing a new playstyle, but also introducing the Remembrance Path, which is a fresh addition to the game's mechanics. So, let's break down what makes her unique and what players can expect when she releases. I will do a 10 supply passes giveaway when the channel reaches 10,000 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe and not miss it. Well, Aglaea is a 5-star lightning DPS on the Remembrance Path, who specializes in speed-based gameplay. She starts with an impressive base speed of 102, making her one of the fastest characters in the game right out of the gate. This speed is further enhanced by her abilities, allowing her to stack up to 360 total speed at max level. What makes her unique is her companion, Garment Maker, a memo sprite that scales with her max HP. Garment Maker starts with a speed of 40 and takes independent actions, dealing AoE lightning damage and applying the Seam Stitch debuff to enemies. Garment Maker's HP also scales with Aglaea's max HP. Aglaea's kit revolves around balancing her own actions with Garment Maker's contributions. She's all about stacking speed and applying Seam Stitch to enemies to maximize her damage and control. Her skill is where things get more interesting. It allows her to summon Garment Maker if it's not already on the field, or heal it based on its max HP if it's active. This flexibility lets her adapt to different combat situations, ensuring Garment Maker is always ready to assist. The ultimate, with a high cost of 350 energy, is the core of her kit. When activated, it fully heals or summons Garment Maker and puts Aglaea into Supreme Stance for a set duration. During this state, she gains a speed boost based on her talents and Garment Maker's abilities. Her basic attacks are enhanced, with Garment Maker performing joint attacks alongside her. Both Aglaea and Garment Maker become immune to crowd control debuffs. At the end of Supreme Stance, Garment Maker self-destructs, dealing AoE lightning damage, but it can be resummoned using her skill, or ultimate. Aglaea's talent boosts speed for both herself and Garment Maker, stacking up to 6 times, or 7 with Eidolon 2. Each stack adds a significant speed increase, letting her dominate the battlefield. The Seam Stitch debuff applied by her talent is key to her gameplay. Enemies affected by Seam Stitch grant Aglaea additional speed when attacked, making it essential to target debuffed enemies to maximize her potential. Her technique pre-summons Garment Maker before combat begins, deals AoE lightning damage, and applies Seam Stitch to a random enemy. This gives her an edge right from the start of a fight, letting her ramp up quickly. Garment Maker isn't just a passive sidekick, it's a major part of Aglaea's playstyle. It scales its HP based on 20% of Aglaea's max HP, ensuring it can survive longer in tough battles. It takes independent actions with a fixed speed of 40, performing blast attacks that deal AoE lightning damage and apply Seam Stitch to enemies. When Garment Maker self-destructs or is defeated, it grants Aglaea 20 energy, helping mitigate her ultimate's high cost. This energy generation makes it easier to maintain uptime on her Supreme Stance. To bring out the best in Aglaea, pairing her with energy supports is critical. Characters like Sunday can provide the energy she needs to spam her ultimate, while Remembrance Path characters or other debuff-centric units can amplify her Seam Stitch mechanics. Aglaea's speed-based scaling means her power grows exponentially with the right setup. At 360 speed, she becomes nearly unstoppable, delivering consistent high damage while dominating the turn order. Aglaea's passives tie her entire kit together. One trace increases her and Garment Maker's attack based on their speed, directly converting mobility into raw damage. Another ensures she retains at least one speed stack even after Garment Maker self-destructs, allowing her to re-establish momentum quickly. Garment Maker's damage is also boosted by 30% for the first 5 turns of combat, or after using a skill, ensuring it remains a potent force on the battlefield. These passives make her incredibly consistent, even in long fights. While Aglaea is strong at E0, her Eidolons take her to the next level. E1 allows her and Garment Maker to ignore 25% defense, stacking up to 50% with consecutive actions. E2 increases her max speed stacks to 7, giving her even more scaling potential. At E6, her lightning damage is significantly boosted, and her next action gains a massive damage multiplier based on her speed. For players willing to invest, her Eidolons amplify her already strong kit, making her very powerful. Aglaea is going to be one of the most exciting characters in Star Rail. Her speed-based mechanics, paired with Garment Maker's unique role, create a fresh and dynamic playstyle that rewards strategic decision-making. The introduction of the Remembrance Path also opens the door to more speed and debuff-focused characters, offering a new way to approach the game. For players who enjoy fast, precise combat with a touch of strategy, Aglaea is a must-pull. While her high energy cost may seem like a drawback, it's easily managed with the right team setup. Overall, she's a versatile DPS with incredible potential, especially for those who enjoy unique and complex kits. Before we wrap up, I just have to say, Aglaea's design is absolutely stunning. I didn't expect her to look this amazing. The combination of her elegance, her golden colors, and the way Garment Maker complements her aesthetic makes her one of the most visually striking characters I've seen so far. She not only stands out mechanically, but also visually, and I think a lot of players will pull for her just because of how incredible she looks. What do you think about Aglaea and her kit? Are you excited to try out the new Remembrance Path, or are you waiting to see how she fits into the meta? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.